Dragon Nero reporting in. Well, guys, I finally finished my little base setup. I decided to set up this fun little scene. I wanted to go ahead and build this thing up with a couple of dark colors, as you can see, but throw in a few light ones, as you can see, for the base groundwork. I was going to go with a lighter color for the base bottom, but I knew because with the white styrofoam that I used, this is all white styrofoam as you've seen from previous pictures, that I was going to have to darken some colors. So I painted the entire base black, except for the bottom. Everything that you see here is held together with hot glue, except for the boards in the front. Okay, well, most of them are held down with hot glue, but the three top ones you see right here in the front are held together with, well, super glue. I had these three pieces lying around for a long time. Now I've been wanting to build something out of them, so I just decided, you know what? What's stopping me? So I just started building. It took me weeks because I was taking my time with it. But right now it was a pretty simple build. In fact, it probably could have been like maybe a 2-day build because of paint. But oh well. Anyway, I think it turned out pretty well. I was deciding when it comes to paint, a little bit more about that is that I wanted to find have it all be a nice gray color, but have different grays in there. I think what the darker gray is the type A. Let me see. I think it's a pavement gray. Yeah, I think that's pavement. Or is it? Let me see. No, I think it's dark granite. Yeah, I think that's dark granite. The pavement is on the base bottom. Those more darker sloshes. As for the red here on the front, that's more of a burgundy or dark red. I figured throw some red in there because why not? The woods are all some little popsicle pieces. Just stuff you can get from your local dollar store. Now, I will admit I had to cut the popsicle pieces to fit in there, and to do it just right. It took a couple of tries, but I finally got it. As for the centerpiece right here, I was going to cut another big long piece. Then I thought, you know what, how about I mix it up and have it a bunch of little pieces to show that just, well, give it some character. But the little pieces left some openings, and I want to have what's underneath it covered up because then you'd see all the letters and numbers, and I didn't want that, so I threw some more pieces on it, super glued them in place, and I decided to throw them on there randomly, spreading across the boards, like you see some patch jobs done. And again, I think it just gives it a little more character. One of the things I especially like is that you'll see in my previous video, base work, is that where there's still some black exposed, the dark granite I dry brushed on there to try and show, it was broken off, and I think it came out really, really well. Not gonna lie, I really like doing that, dry brushing paint onto styrofoam in some places because it really does, as you've probably seen with many others people who work with styrofoam and all, it just does gives it a lot more character and really does look like it's concrete that's been broken off. God, I mean, it's so cool when people do that. And I'm glad to finally be doing more of it myself. As for the little scene I have set up right here, this was just for fun to give you guys an idea of the scale I was working with, and this is intentional. This was never gonna be meant for 6-inch figures. It's more meant for smaller ones like these guys. As for the little, as for the figures being used here, I don't remember exactly the toy line name. I think it was Carps or Corpse. Uh, I can't remember exactly, but they were really popular at Walmart. They were everywhere in the toy section, and they mostly came in a one pack, and they came with quite a few accessories, and they were only for like maybe $1. You can get a bunch, like if you had like $5, you can get like 4 or 5 of them. And I have a lot more than this. Unfortunately, I've lost a few over the years. Like as you see with the girl right here to the far left, I had the good girl version where she had red hair. Um, if you want to know what I'm talking about, look at the video Mad Maxine. I forget the name of the one who made the video, but he's a really good stop motion maker. But check out his video on Mad Maxine, and you'll see the figure I'm talking about. Really wish I knew what happened to her. Oh well. But yeah. Had these figures, like the two in the back, they're actually from the Kong Skull Island, some Kong Skull Island playsets. You got Packer in the back. The one on the right hand side, that's supposed to be Packer. And as for the guy in blue, that's supposed to be Conrad. I'd say Packer is mostly accurate. At least I have a Samuel Jackson figure. As for the rest of these guys, I forget their names, but they are a fun little figure set. I have not seen them in the last few years at Walmart. I don't know what happened to them. I thought they were very popular and a good alternative to G.I. Joe, but they just seem to have disappeared. Not sure how or why, but oh well. Easy come, easy go. Anyway, I do like the little setup I put up right here. Is that the bad guys are getting ready to plan something, then the good guys come in and just have them hold up. This guy right here in the front with the skull on his chest, I figure give him the idea of Viva Revolution. Putting a grenade out over his head like, I will not be taken so easily. Got the guy right next to him, who definitely looks bad to the bone. I figured just have him bending over, palm on his head like, oh god, I knew this was a bad idea. All in all, this was a pretty fun build. And what I would like to do is I'd like to go ahead and send this off to either this company that made these figures or someone else that, sell the design off to a company and have them make more. Because, why not? But even if that doesn't get to happen, at least I got to have fun building it. Well, that's all for now. Check out my previous video base work. You'll see where I started from and where I've ended up. And I hope you guys enjoy. Machine Dragon Nero, signing off. See you on the battlefield.